Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Liberty Flames offense will take the first swing of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football. And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. If that's setting the tone, then the tone is screeching nasty fingernails on the biggest chalkboard in the world. And I like it. You're throwing on the first play of the game, right? You're trying to be aggressive. You're trying to send a message to the defense that you're going to take shots and you're going to push the football down the field. But come on, man. I mean, you practiced the opening play for this game all week long. You've executed it in practice. Didn't look like that this week. So Jacksonville State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact? Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Offense getting set for first down. The give on the inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll go to the fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense set on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Trying to get to it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Give to the fullback. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, they handed it off to the fullback, and a nice job by the strong safety coming downhill and making a tackle on a big physical ball carrier.
Fullback's got it. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This offense has a second down play. Power football with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Flames decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense...
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Running with the fullback. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
To give to the big fullback.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Liberty takes over. The Flames sending the offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week. And
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. A full dive to haul that one in.
Wow, that is a sensational catch. And I tell you, you make catches like that deep down the field for your quarterback, he is going to go back to you again and again and again. That was a highlight play.
Makes his connection. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set, first down. The give to the lone running back. Bulls his way forward. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, he tosses it back. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that is a heck of a play by that defender knocking that ball away, David. It looked like that had explosive play at minimum, touchdown written all over it.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. How about that pressure dialed up by the defensive coordinator and a third down sack? Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sideline, it's Morris. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Flames headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on third and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the gun, the running back has it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Back to pass, it's all. Looking for a huge play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. 2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia is getting throttled right now inside Sanford Stadium. And frankly, it's been that way since the crowd started barking during the opening kick. They're trailing by 18 to Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Pressure coming. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Shaw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking for the score. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Flames will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the fullback. At the 35, he's open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Handoff to the fullback. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
The give to the tailback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The give to the fullback. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Big fullback's got it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Here's the handoff. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from us.
On the move. It's Morris. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Flames will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
Going to try to get it himself. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. It's complete. Stumbled to the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Okay, ready? And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touchdown Gamecocks! And the beatdown has ensued. Man, is that dude fast. It is easy to see how this position is evolving more and more to have elite athletes and elite throwers.
Reese, you say easy, I say annoying. Think about the defensive perspective. I got to guard the running back running. I got to guard the wide receivers. Oh, and now the quarterback's going to run? Well, here, you take the playbook and stop him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
The Flames getting set on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He's going to scoop it up. Flying down the left side. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the returner goes down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with a big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Flames will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. On his feet at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And the punishment has been extended. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
The Flames line up to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meat open wound. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fights off a defender. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.